Daal Chawal. An Urdu word. Dal means lentils and Chawal means rice. People don't realize there are multiple kind of lentils. Mostly, the word lentil is used for a dal which looks like this. Its Pakistan name is masoor. You have marsh, you have chana, you have multiple dals. And the good thing about dal is you do get protein that you need. You don't need animal protein every time. And in Pakistan, poor people eat dal chawal commonly because meat becomes expensive. Also, it's a healthier alternative. Rice. There are so many different rices. The only one I like to cook is Basmati from Pakistan. In our this series about making different rices, today we are venturing into a different culture altogether, Mujadra. We are doing what's called a stir-fry rice. Today what I'll do is, the word will still be pulao. It's from Uzbekistan. It also is cooked in Afghanistan, pulao, with the L-O-V they spell it, or different way of spelling it. It's the same kind of concept, but it'll be cooked differently. I'll cook a rice which is actually very famous in Pakistan especially, but certain parts of India also, called biryani. Why Pakistan? First of all, Basmati was invented back in the day in that region around Ravi River. And it has this floral smell that I appreciate compared to sticky rice or some other rice. My masoor and chana have been soaking over here. The amount proportion does not make a difference. So what I'm about to do, I've got two pots boiling right now. I'll start my dal over here. I'll start my rice over here. Rice will be boiled and I'll take the liquid out. Taking the liquid out gets rid of the starch. So if you're health conscious, it makes a difference. If you're not, then you can cook a bit differently and we can discuss at some other time. So I'll start dal over here. Now for boiling the rice, really the amount of water doesn't make a difference. The reason is you'll throw the water out. Rice, whatever measuring cup you have, I'll do roughly 1.5. This is a quarter. So another quarter will make, roughly speaking, this is 1.5 cups. I'll let it boil. I won't do anything. I'll put salt a bit later. With my dal, I will eventually put spices. So the rice and dal has been boiling. Actually, you can see it's about to overboil. So let me lower the heat. With the rice, it has boiled already. There's liquid in it. I'll put salt now, just for flavor. Do a quick mix, and then I'll take the rice out. Something as simple as a strainer. My preference is to strain it, run cold water, and then when I'm about to eat, then I can reheat. But if I don't run cold water, you know what will happen? It will still keep on cooking. And you don't want that. So I'm happy with the consistency of my rice. I know many people say that that's not the right way to do it, but I've been doing this like this for years and years. I prefer doing this way. Rinse rice, use the same pot so that you can run cold water. My dal has been boiling. So over here you'll see I've cut a few things. Tomatoes, pepper, garlic, cilantro, and onion I will do. What I'm about to add right now, I'll start with tomatoes. I'll just add a little bit of garlic because I'll use garlic later and I'll show you a technique that's very Pakistani, very Punjabi called tadka. Tadka is something which gives your food a different flavor altogether. You can do with garlic, you can do with mustard seeds, you can do with pepper, you can do with onion, you can do with anything. But that's where the flavor will come together. Okay, so this is boiling. Let me go to high. And as we're doing it, I would want a bit of onion in it. And whenever you use the word bit, it means whatever you have. There are people who don't like tomatoes to be seen in the food, especially in dal. My preference is you can see the tomatoes and the onion in it, just so you can see it. Not only both bring a different flavor, it changes the way you look at your food. And if your food does not look appetizing, you would not eat it. So here, then I'll use some spices. Salt will be the last thing I'll add. All I'm about to do is a bit of turmeric. Yeah, when I say bit, so that's my bit. It's not spoons, like whatever, bit. Let's do two. So crushed pepper, not too much, just for the looks. And then some spicy chilies. That should be enough. And around this time, I'll add some oil to it. As this is happening, I'll wait for it to cook down. And once it cooks down, and I'll show you, I'll do tadka. And tadka is that magic which comes from Pakistan. It makes most of the dishes which have liquid in it wonderful. Dal is cooked. It's a bit runny compared to what I like. That's fine. Food is food. You'll enjoy. Now, the magic of tadka. Tadka is almost the same kind of concept in Chinese cooking that they have a chili oil or something like that. But this is done live, so it's a bit different. So I have the pan heating right now. I'll add some oil. As it heats up, there was green pepper that I'm putting right now because I want that green pepper to be crunchy. It has a bit of a heat to it, but when it sits on the table, and if you don't like spicy, you can take it out. It's important. Everybody has different flavor profile. Cilantro or dhania I'll use later with tomato. And the magic is about to start from garlic. I've already crushed it, but let's do a bit more so the oils come out. Okay, I can tell the oil is hot. You put this in there. Garlic. For the matter, I realized I could have a bit more oil. Tadka typically in Pakistan is done with ghee or butter. I prefer oil because I do think I get the same flavor without having butter or ghee in it. Hear the sizzle? That's a wonderful sound for me. It does remind me of things when I was young. Once this is done, I'll put this on here and you'll see it, and then I'll put the cilantro on it. And the last thing I'll do is put garam masala. Garam masala from Pakistan is one of those things that every grandma or every mom makes them differently. Surely, whatever I'm using is store bought, but in time to come, we'll talk about garam masala and I'll show you how it could be made. And you can always make a different variety out of it. But that's the concept. Okay. Sizzle. I'm getting to a bit of red, not dark. And I'm almost there. I do not know from camera, from your angle, you can see it or not. Just want a bit more color. I have started smelling it already. That's what I was looking for. Switch it off. Magic. You have infused garlic in your dal very differently. Cilantro on top. Bit of garam masala from here. From the rice we cooked earlier, I already pulled some out over here just to do a taste test. Dal will be extremely hot. Let's check. Smells right. I don't know the flavor yet. Hot. Oh, that's very good. That's how you make dal chawal.